the rumble of thunder. John's definitely his underpants. It's the rumble of thunder here in Ponte Lima this morning. Let's bring him on. He brought his own fans this morning. Can't wait to see the lovely Santosh, says Pete. Round of applause. And here he is. Santosh, good morning to you. Hola, bon dia, alegria.
A very warm namaste to everyone, whoever is listening to
Namaste.
us or watching us right now. Thank you
Oh,
for having me here, Carl.
such a pleasure. Namaste to you,
Thank
Igwal
you.
Ment, this morning, Santosh. So it was Lee, head gardener McGrady, who said to me, "You must speak to Santosh. We've got this new feature, Santosh. You're one of the man cavers. Obviously, Pete and Lee know you, and you hang out with
Yeah,
the man cave from time to time.
yeah, yeah.
Why on earth would you do that with those rascals?"
I mean, oh well, it's a very fantastic fellows, actually, a group of people who we share the sense of belongingness, the sense for each other, whenever we need each other, and also a group which I feel much comfortable to go out with, to share the things, to work together. Yeah, that's why.
Oh, wonderful. And are you in Lisbon this morning?
At the moment, yes, I'm in Lisbon. Yeah,
At the moment, excellent. Okay.
yeah, of course, for sure, because I recently I'm going to be in Lisbon forever now, I guess.
Well, that's the spirit. That's the spirit,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
we've realised that with all the different nations, people from different nations moving to Portugal, our bandwidth has been quite limited, and it just felt really important to reach out to people from other communities who are moving to
hmm
Portugal from around the world.
hmm
And thank you
hmm
for being the first to talk to us in this way. And our first two questions, I think we've already dealt with, like, who are you and where are you from? You will, of course, be Santosh from Nepal. Tell us, please, about your experience of moving to Portugal. Are you having a good time here? Hello,
Oh well,
who's that with us this morning? Hello,
oh well, yeah, a little kid, a little
hello,
one, yeah. The
hello.
son of my brother, yeah.
Fantastic,
Hello,
fantastic.
hello.
Hola, bom dia.
Well, as per my experience, when let me start this way.
Sure.
I came to Europe in 2015, actually to Norway.
Oh, right.
Yes, yeah. After residing there, after living there for 4 years, I ended up in Portugal, and in the beginning, it was a nightmare for me because a different culture, different language, and people here are very reluctant to speak English. Actually, I found that,
Right.
and yeah, that was a pretty hard time for me, and of course, without the help of people from my community, it was not an easy task for me to settle down here, of
Yeah.
course. And in the course, I also found Lee and other our colleagues who are watching us right now, who help me a lot to know the process, the documentation processes. I mean, I had gone through all the nightmares that one goes here. I mean, to be to be honest, and it was not a good experience, but now everything is so good, so cool. I love the weather, I love the people, I love the way food. I mean, since I also speak a little bit of Portuguese now, I already started doing that at my work, so it's going fantastic now.
Oh,
I,
I'm
I
so
have nothing to complain. Yeah,
but a bit of a bumpy start by the sound of it. And Norway
yeah.
as well. I mean, we were talking on Tuesday, I think, that what an amazing country would be the hybrid of Portugal and Norway, the Norwegian approach to bureaucracy and all the quality of life that we enjoy here
Yeah,
in.
well, I really agree on your statement. The thing is, they have flat organization system, flat working systems over there. And when one moves to Portugal, I mean, they have a strict, rigid hierarchy, and yeah, and it feels really difficult and odd to get used to in such type of systems back again. So, well, it was a hard time for me. Yeah, for now, I'm pretty okay.
Well, I'm so glad to hear that, and that's part of what we want to do with the Portugal Immigrant Network. The pin is to, once people have put the pin in the map of Portugal and have decided to move to Portugal, we want to find out about your own country, where you've come from, what you hope to
Mhm.
do here, and how we can help. Basically, how we can all help each other. And it sounds like that's working beautifully, certainly from a
Yeah.
man cave point of view. So, can I be a bit nosy and ask you what you hope to achieve coming to here, coming to Portugal and to live in Portugal?
Oh, well, very nice question, actually, Carl. Thank you for this question. The thing is, I take Portugal as a hub of knowledge. right? A place where one gets to find himself or herself what he or she is good at.
Yeah.
And from talking personally for myself, I'm continuously looking for an opportunity where I'm what I'm good at, and what I can learn more from the people here. So what I achieve here is a property now. I have a house to live in. I bought a property for myself. So
Right.
this is going to be a second home for me, beside Nepal,
Yeah.
right? So after that, a place who will give me an access to whole world.
Yes. 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 The
You
whole
know,
world. So this
the
is like
whole
your
world.
stepping off point for the rest of the whole of the
Yes,
world.
that's
Beautiful.
why. That's why. In the beginning, one might find it difficult to adjust to the system, to the culture, to the language, or whatsoever. Keep patience, keep working, make network among the people who do you feel to be with. You will easily go through it. So it's a place for me. It's a place for me where who will give me access to the world. So yeah, I take this as an opportunity to be here.
Wow. Okay. So not just all that Portugal has to offer, but an opportunity to explore the rest of the world from here as well.
Yes,
That's truly,
yes.
truly a global vision there, Santosh. So that's wonderful. So that's part of what you want to do while you're here in Nepal.
Yeah.
And can I ask you what you miss from home? We already have a question asking
Oh,
about restaurants,
yeah,
Nepalese restaurants.
yeah, yeah.
The food
Yeah,
is one
well,
thing, right?
yeah, well, at the moment, obviously, never to forget my families,
Yes.
right? The food, well, of course, we have quite few Nepalese restaurants around here, uh, but still, the food cooked by mother,
Yeah.
I still miss that. And friends, of course,
Yes.
with whom I used to be together almost most of the time. So I miss them, the food, the culture, the festivals. As you know, that we Hindu people have a varieties of we are vibrant religion,
Yeah.
and we have different festivals that we observe together in family with friends, with colors, with lights. So yeah, of course,
Mm.
there's a lot of things that we miss.
Okay. And will you, in some way, with Nepalese friends and family and new connections here, recreate some of that festivity?
Well, we try our best to recreate the vibration, to recreate the vibe. But however, because here most of the people they go to work, right? They go to work, and it's difficult for some of the people to arrange the time accordingly. So, well, more or less, we create the vibe, so it's not a problem.
Good.
Anyway,
Excellent. So some of the
nothing
things.
to complain about. Yeah.
Well, fair enough. And I think I don't have you as in my brief experience of you. I don't have you as a man who complains about things. I think you're just talking, observing honestly some of the things that have gone on for you and how it was a little bit difficult
Yeah.
at the beginning. And that is one of the
Yeah.
questions we ask in this new slot. Who are you? Where are you from? What do you hope to do here? What do you miss from home? And
Hmm.
and, and in many ways, very importantly, what difficulties did you face as an immigrant coming into Portugal? And you said you found it a little bit difficult with the language and perhaps
Yeah.
some of the
Hmm.
that you had to go through. Anything else that was difficult and that we can help with?
Well, I hope this platform will be a place of information to all the people who are listening to, who are watching, and also to the authorities who are directly concerned to it. It's a very good question, actually. First of all, I would like to thank you for this. Well, as per my experience, and as per my observations from my colleagues, from my friends, the first and foremost problem here is the language, of course, and the other one is the documentation process. Like, for example, the finance, the niche, the NIF, right?
Yes.
People who come here in the beginning, they don't know how to, what are these papers and what are they used for, how to prepare these documents. And taking advantage of such foolishness, such silliness, there are people who loot them.
Yeah.
They take 300 or 400 euros just to prepare such documents, which is
Yeah.
of course completely free of cost,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
And also to submit the documents to the immigration to save here. People are they don't have access to the internet sometimes, or they don't have access to the the computer, so they can't do it. I have experience with few people whom I help personally with no charge at all, explaining them each and every steps on how to do these processes so that you will be legal in Portugal, so that they can teach other people, they can teach other person like I did to them, and
Yeah,
help other people, the other one. So instead of taking money and doing these things as a business, people actually can share the information, share the ideas to one person, and ask him to share this information to the next one. This
yeah,
way we can create the awareness. And also about the house rents, it's very, very, very difficult, and it's expensive to get a house and apartments here nowadays. Might be because of the foreign expats or remote workers who are ready to pay as much as they can,
yeah, yeah.
but the basic salaries here is too low, so that is making even the local Portuguese people very difficult to sustain here.
Yeah, sure.
Especially the case of Lisbon is horrible,
Well,
right?
you make a good point, and the government is in the process of trying to do something about that. So you make
Well,
a very
let's see how it works. But this is a serious issue for now.
right.
Yeah, even
Can
if
I?
this even by this YouTube podcast, if there is some authorities listening to us, please
Yes.
take serious action against this. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you make some interesting points there, and I think it's a great idea for people in particular
Mm.
communities to share their
Also,
experience.
if you
Right.
give me 1 minute,
Of course.
also I would like to mention one most important thing here, regarding the jobs, regarding the work. I
Yeah.
mean, people who work here in basically in low skilled jobs, for example, for in a restaurant as a kitchen helper or something, the owner of the restaurant, they don't provide them with the job contract, which is very important actually. And in most of the cases, if they ask for the job contract, they threaten them, and they kick them out without the money. So in most of the cases, even I was the victim of that. So I even complained to the tax authority, but none of them took the action against him. So I don't know how this work here, and this is a very, very, this makes me very sad actually.
I can understand why that would make you sad, and I imagine there are remedies there, and it's important, I guess, again for the community to collectivize and to come together to represent
Yeah.
themselves in the face of such difficulties. So let's keep this conversation going. I mean, one of the other things I wanted to ask you is how Nepalese people do communicate and organize themselves as a community, as a sub
Uh,
community, bigger
yeah.
community of
Mhm,
immigrant
mhm,
community.
mhm.
Are there good
Well,
are there good networks, and is there mutual support where you can share that sort of information?
oh, well, very, very interesting question, Carl. Well, we are almost 25,000 people, Nepalese people residing in the whole Portugal.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so we are almost a big community now.
Yes.
We can say that. Uh, to join all the people living in Portugal, we have a common platform from Facebook, from social media. Of course, we come together to share our ideas, to share our problems, to get ideas, to find out the solutions to the things.
Yeah.
Well, and during festival seasons, what we do is we organize the thing collectively in a place, in a
Yeah.
place where people can join together and enjoy themselves.
What a lovely idea. Yeah. Superb. Superb. So there's definitely socials, and it sounds like there are some issues as well that could do with addressing. And
Yeah.
I think this is the good thing, as well as having all these individual communities from different nation states. If the collective immigrants, expats, foreigners talk to each other as well and share experience, I think that's going to be useful, and
Yeah.
that's what we hope to promote and share. So do
Mhm.
come back, Santosh. We've got a few comments before you go this morning, because I think you're off to work this morning. Is that the man cave tie you've got on there?
Yeah, it is.
Proudly wearing the man cave tie. Good
Yes,
morning,
and it is,
the
and
man
it,
cave
it
number
is,
one.
it is much more important than any Grammy or Oscar award, actually.
Wow, how do we get that? How does somebody get to be man caver number one and wear the man cave tie? What did you have to do for that, or should I not ask?
well, well, I really didn't expect this actually, but we had a family dinner on 25th of February, I guess. Yeah, on 25th of February. Then we all were together eating and enjoying our food. All of a sudden, Lee Gray, he stood up and said, "Okay, hello guys, we have something to announce." Yeah, he welcomed Eric, and then all of a sudden he also mentioned me that he's the one who. I mean, me. I mean, yeah, he's the one who made our Christmas Eve so wonderful that he deserves this man cave tie. Okay, this is for you, Santosh. It was like okay. I didn't even expect this. Congrats.
What a man,
Thank you so much.
a man cave at number one.
Everybody congratulated me, and I was like, okay, is this even a dream?
Oh, how wonderful! So, Santosh, the food is great. Going back to some of what the information you've shared with us and your insight, Santosh,
Yeah.
the food is great, but far better to have Momo balls. So, big
Opa.
fan of your Momo balls. Thank you
Yeah.
for all the effort you make to accommodate our little band of brigands. And a
Mhm.
serious and important question for you: are there any good Nepalese restaurants in Lisbon? I believe there are. I've been to at least one of them. Have you got a recommendation for us, Santosh?
Oh well, yeah, of course. If you uh, if you want the typical one with the typical thing, I would recommend you to go to the Nepal Curry House here in Alameda. It's a nice one as well, and
Okay.
also Diallo in Martimonis.
Okay, thank you for those. All right. I mean, you might. Can you send them to us? Maybe type them into WhatsApp, and so we make sure
Okay. Yeah.
that we
Yeah.
we, we get sent to the right place. Santosh
Mhm.
is what the whole community is all about. Genuinely lovely fellow who's always willing to help in any way he can. Well, it's great that we had you as our first Portugal Immigrant Network guest. Then, a real, I think you stand for everything we stand for here. So that's wonderful, Santosh. As a Hindu in a meat-dominated culture, do you find many vegetarian restaurants here? Good question.
Yeah. Yeah. No, well, thank you for having me in your platform. It was my opportunity to express myself, to
Okay.
show the world who we are.
Yes.
We are only known up to now until now by the name of brave Gurkhas, right?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. Well. Now we are expanding. We are expanding not only through the horizon of Gurkha. We are also in the IT sector. We are also in F&B sector. So we are expanding ourselves. We are trying our best, and we are honest. We are hardworking, and thank you for believing us. Thank you for being with us. Thank you.
Oh, it's been so lovely to see you here. Another quick question, Bondia, from
Yeah.
Yuri Komota. What is the origin of your name, Santosh? Not of Portuguese origin. Is that like a traditional Nepalese name?
Oh, well, people often get mistaken with the Spanish or Portuguese when
Yes.
they first hear my name. But basically, Santos, I spell my name as Santosh.
Yes.
Yes. So though it sounds Portuguese, it doesn't spell Portuguese actually. Yeah. So this name is very common in India and in Nepal.
Okay. Excellent. All right. Well, good to
It's a
know.
very common name.
I am being asked how my Nepalese is by Paul. Carl, how's your Nepalese? Another challenge. So, yes, I can manage a namaste, and it's so beautiful, the Nepalese greeting, isn't it, of namaste? How should I say goodbye, or at least goodbye for now, Santosh?
Well, even for goodbye, you can say namaste,
Okay.
and to thank you, you can say dhanyawad.
Dhanyawad. Namaste.
Yes.
Santosh,
Namaste
so
and
good to meet
dhanyawad.
you. It was there, and hope Ateja, Ate Proxima. Hope to see you again
Ate
soon.
Senora.
Keep in
Yeah.
touch, and let's see what we can do together as fellow immigrants, and see how we can make a good contribution into
For sure. For
Portugal
sure.
together,
Mhm.
because there seems to be quite an upswelling of immigration, and I think it's important to have the conversation
Yeah.
and to
Mhm.
be united and in our positivity about Portugal. So have a great day, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you so much for
Ciao,
being here,
ciao.
for
All
having me.
right.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye.